Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this incident where a Ugandan politician, Besigye, is being abducted in Kenya, then finding his way to the law courts in Uganda, is something that is giving us a lot of worries. Besigye attended a book launching of Kenyan politician Martha Wangari Karua. When they finalized that event, we are being told that Ugandan politician and opposition leader in Uganda was abducted. And the claims were that according to those who abducted him and handed him over to the Ugandan police, they claimed that the opposition of Ugandan politician Besigye came to Kenya illegally. But now the question is, the arrest of Besigye, the Ugandan politician, is like confirming to us that Kenya is now like the headquarters of dictatorship. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Kenya is like the headquarters of dictatorship in East African community. Remember, I've seriously observed the behaviors of several countries in East Africa. We have in Tanzania, the president there, Samia Suluhu, does not want opposition. In Uganda, Yoweri Museveni does not want opposition. You become the part of opposition, you face the wrath. You saw in Rwanda the same thing. Paul Kagame won election the other day. You know, it is very shocking. Look at Kenya, the same thing. William Ruto does not want opposition. In other words, Kenya is operating like the headquarters of the dictators. I want us to listen how the opposition politicians from Uganda are coming out to blame the incident on Kenyan government as this could have not happened at all. It was something that shocked the Kenyan, or rather the Ugandan politicians, at the same time the Kenyan politician, how this happened. But before we watch, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel. Because sometimes you watch the video and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, ensure you like the video. Let us listen to this.
Kenya, which used to be a safe haven for dissidents, is now increasingly becoming, an operational zone for the dictatorship in Uganda. We condemn that. We demand for the immediate release of Dr. Kiza.
Asking again the government of Kenya, is it, as much as stand today, is it safe for opposition politicians in Uganda to enter Kenya and stay there? Is it safe? Or we are persona non grata now in Kenya? Or Kenyans, or the government of Kenya is complicit in these transgressions, in these violations being perpetrated by the regime forces here? How can they just cross the borders, pick out people who entered Kenya legally and whisk them away with reckless abandon, and the government of Kenya keeps quiet about it with no intervention at all? So we consider them to be complicit in all what is happening. The government of Kenya has to account to us. They owe us an explanation. What is happening with all these illegal kidnaps happening in Kenya, and our people being whisked back here illegally. So they owe us an explanation. We are going to pursue that matter. We are not going to let it lie down. We are going to continue. We have time and again raised it. We questioned it. We raised the memorandum with the High Commissioner here. They never responded. We are going to pursue it again. We are asking again the government of Kenya. Is it?
So I want to say that in East African community, there is behavior where presidents, they don't want opposition leadership. You find yourself on the opposition, you can even be killed. You can be killed even. And you will not say, in fact, you will be killed, and no one will speak about it. You try, they deal with you sacafoniously. So I think the extent that we have reached, we as East African community, it is giving us a lot of worries because we are having presidents. Some of them are busy serving their own interests of their friends and their families, but not the interest of the countries where they are presidents. When William Ruto was elected, the president of Kenya, he had narratives on how he's going to change Kenya. The president of Kenya has failed to address the issue of so-called hustler or hustlers, because he said that he was going to be the savior of hustlers. Look at the problem that is happening in Tanzania. I don't want to speak much because I'm not coming from Tanzania, but there's something that I've realized about the leadership since the Magufuli died. Magufuli was bringing Tanzania in a good way. No dictatorial kind of leadership. But immediately Samia Suluhu took over, it was so bad. In fact, when Magufuli was there, it was easy for the opposition to even organize their rallies or meetings. But as we speak today, no opposition can organize their rallies and meetings in Tanzania. Just the other day, the opposition wanted to have their celebration. I don't know, it was about youths, if I'm not wrong. They were told no meetings of opposition in Tanzania. You saw what happened in Uganda, the same thing. When they went for election, Akina Bobby Wine, people like Bobby Wine and Besigye, they faced the wrath. In fact, as we speak today, it is not easy for these individuals to come out to campaign freely. They're just in fear. When look at Rwanda, the same thing, you saw the incident where, I don't know, the opposition, there was kind of killings, you know. There was a woman there that was killed, if I'm not wrong, because she associated herself with opposition. The same to Kenya. Kenya now, William Ruto is doing it in a way that you want to swallow the opposition. William Ruto usually uses money to convince this opposition. If you cannot get or take his money, then you face the wrath of police brutality, being abducted. That is it. So in East African community, we are in danger. Having people like William Ruto being the president of Kenya, Samia Suluhu being the president of Tanzania, Yoweri Museveni being the president of Uganda, the same to Rwanda. But again, I will speak too much about my country, Kenya, because I do understand William Ruto than even Samia Suluhu, than even Yoweri Museveni, than even Paul Kagame of Rwanda. But the truth is, we are in danger. We as East African community. It is so sad that this issue we are addressing, whereby abduction is the story and the duty. It is like a duty in Kenya. You being abducted, you don't have a guarantee that you will escape that abduction alive. Have you seen several cases of killings? And that is where we are. So we are having dictators who are ruling us. We thought like we sent away the dictators. But now we are having black dictators, real black dictators. And again, you can find that some of them, they are squandering the public resources on their own benefit. Sometimes I'm happy with the politics of US. Sometimes I'm happy with the politics of US. They usually go for agenda. You either identify yourself as a Democrat or you identify yourself as Republican or other parties that are there. But you will not find someone being killed or abducted the way we are seeing in Africa. It is so shame that Africans, we must come out and style up. We eradicate these dictators. Have you seen whatever is happening in Burkina Faso? The leadership is changing there. And I think the abduction of Besigye marks something that is very serious we must address in East Africa. Are we having a country where it is headquarters of dictators? Kenyans, I'm asking, are they having offices in this country? Because Kenya is now becoming too much pathetic, so traumatizing. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till we meet in another video.